Wow, things are really going crazy in third week, man. It's just everything's just happening all over the place. It's just you don't know what to do in a situation where everything's just falling apart. You already have the people you're trying to save. Now you got this other stuff happening. You have Reapers all over the place. People wearing these red skull pins. Even the Reapers are wearing the red skull pins. And then you have the taboo noise. Then you have what the heck Mr. H, aka Cat, is doing. It's just crazy. So let's just start off in the beginning. We learn about Beat's backstory. Turns out Rhyme is Beat's little sister. And to get more further into what was going on with Beat and Rhyme, Rhyme was the smart one, the one that was good at everything, where Beat was the screw up. So he was always having clashing heads with the parents. And he didn't really know what to do with his life. So one day he had one big fight with his parents and he walked out. So Ryan came running after him to bring him back, but he didn't listen. And that's when the accident happened and they died. Now, Beat's entry fee was actually is that Rhyme would forget her, Rhyme would forget him, while Rhyme's entry fee actually was that her dream, because Rhyme had a dream. She wanted to do something. So since she lost her dream, he made one up. He says, "Fine then, my dream is to become the ultimate skateboarder, the ultimate skater." So he made one off the top of the hat. It's not like he really wanted to be the ultimate skater. He just did something to encourage her in the UG. So that's what really happened. But they sped things up with the game that was supposed to happen. But what they do in the anime. They speed things up. So at the same time, they were hiding away from the Reapers because they're on, top priority. There are only two players in the game. And that being said, they can't scan people because apparently everyone has no void thoughts. But actually, in the game, they're all saying the same thing over and over again. It's not that they didn't have any thoughts. They're all thinking the same thing. Like a hive mind, a collective instead. But like I said, things are definitely changing in the anime compared to the video game. Same thing when it comes to Rhyme as a noise. What really happened in the game is that Ms. Kanoshi actually smashed Rhyme and turned her back into a pen, a noise pen, and she gave false one to the two Reaper duo, Uzaki and Kuria. But for some reason, instead of Rhyme turning into a noise, like what's going on? They're not really showing much of the other pens much in this anime. Same as not having Rhyme become back into a noise pen, which I always said this is very strange. But instead, they kept her as a noise. Like, what's going on here? People say, it's still going straight off the path. It's just doing a summary of the video game. But something keeps telling me that maybe they are doing alternate story route and stuff where there's a different universe. I don't know. It just feels like things are happening too differently. Like they're on the same track, but very differently. Even for a game adaptation, it feels weird. Well, anyways, so so Kira and Yuzuki had the rhyme noise and they said, "You have to find where we're at and beat us." And apparently, Kira, as I said before, a dude who just knows everything, who's been in the Reaper game for a long time, was actually supposed to be promoted to officer a while back, but he turned it down because Kira is a stargazer. He's a field man. He prefers to be on the front lines watching Shibuya change because to him, an officer Reaper doesn't really do anything but lounge around. They give up the mission and then they wait until the seventh day to fight the player. And that is it. You know, I guess it's fun when you give direct orders and stuff, but if you're a person that doesn't like doing that, you just like being on the field, enjoying the concrete roses, as Kurai would say in the video game. Smell the concrete roses, baby. Just enjoy yourselves, you know. He likes the change of Shibuya. He likes seeing the thoughts and ideals clash throughout the time. Of course, he enjoys going out to lunch with Uzaki. By the way, people were saying how Uzaki is definitely a tsundere, you know. She's totally a tsundere. Of course, she wanted to have promotion, but turns out things were fake. They had a fake Ryan the entire time. Kenoshi never had any plans to actually hand over them the real one. They were being used as, you know, once again, pawns and tools. So this actually caused a change within actually the Reapers game in the future, I believe, where Uzaki just wanted to have promotion because she was tired of being stuck at the bottom. But after what Kenoshi did and what was going on during these past 3 weeks, they realized how the higher ups didn't really care about the other Reapers that much. They were just discernible pawns to them. And because of that, it motivated her, like, you know what? I still want to get promoted, but not just for myself, but this time to make a Reapers game where all the Reapers can enjoy themselves. Where, you know, no one will feel like they're being used as just a pawn this time, because a lot of Reapers have died or got erased throughout these past 3 weeks, thanks to what the, you know, the higher ups have been doing, which kind of sucks. You know, imagine you're just a field person doing what you're supposed to do, and out of nowhere, terrible things are happening all around you. You're reporting it, nothing's happening. To the chain of command, it's just falling all around you. That has to suck. So I get that what does a trigger effect. Well, anyways, I'm too busy on that. Well, anyways, turns out even despite what happened, Kiryu and Uzaki were also wearing those red skull pins, and it turns out that at a certain time they possess you. You lose your free will and you become a slave mind. Tsunaki Kenoshi herself is surprised about this. She isn't wearing the red skull pants. She's actually curious to what is the composer up to, or maybe what the conductor is up to instead. So she needs hard facts, more data. So she goes off hiding wherever she's hiding from. So then also we got the fact where the people who created the red skull pins was actually cats. Well, it's cat's design, but the skull pins were created by the composer. So Neku's feeling, yo, it's Cat, Mr. H, the composer. If that is the case, why was Joshua hanging out with him the entire time? And why didn't Joshua figure it out? Maybe Mr. H was that good. So good, he was able to even trick Joshua that he wasn't the composer. Who knows? But at the same time, we see Mr. H coming off into one of those designs my boy Shio Tomoto was making. And he's back. My boy Shio is back. You know, I like this context they did. They did a better context than the actual game did, where Mr. H was using it to summon Shio back. Why? Oh man, you'll be surprised why he did in the first place. But it's very interesting what happened. So I'm glad to see people are excited. You know, we got about 3 episodes left in this anime. Let's see how they wrap this up. I'm looking forward to see what they do in this. You know, this is probably going to be the longest week, especially if how things are going. They're about to get crazy. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been the Madcrown on Anime, signing out.